Excited to be joined in the studio by Sky Capriola. She is a Milwaukee County Supervisor. Good to see you, Sky. Thank you so much for being here.
It's great to be here. It's fun to be here. This is a great location.
Yeah, it's a fun location. You look a little different than you do on the pickleball court.
So do you.
I played pickleball with Sky on Sunday mornings. We missed you, by the way, yesterday.
Well, I was exhausted. We'll get to that later.
How good is John as a pickleball player?
Don't be honest.
Oh, don't be honest. He's amazing.
Thank you.
He beats everybody.
Yeah, that's not true. Sky is very competitive. I mean, you have a very competitive spirit.
I do.
It's
I do.
fun.
I enjoy playing with you because I think we can battle it out pretty equally.
Yeah,
quite honestly.
I think so too. Yep. Excited to have you in the studio. We're going to talk about why you're tired, which is because you run an honor flight coming up in a couple of minutes. But first, something I know is very important to you. We spent a lot of time on the show talking about reckless driving, and you've really taken this on as one of the primary things that you want to try to get a handle on. You've got a couple unique ways you're highlighting it, but first, the issue. Talk about reckless driving and how dangerous it is in our community.
Well, I think everyone has witnessed people running a red light. On my way here today, someone ran the red light on Michigan before we got to Wisconsin. It is very rare that I don't see someone run a red light, or they're using the bus lane or the bike lane to pass. I spent 23 years in Chicago, and people often think Chicago drivers are horrible. I will tell you that when I'm back in Chicago, I relax behind the wheel because Chicago drives fast, but they use turn signals and they don't run red lights like we do up here.
As soon as it turns green, they beep. Makes you sound like, oh, okay, now I know where I am again. I'm in Chicago.
Your husband was hit by a reckless driver, right?
Yeah. So we moved here 4 years ago. In our first 3 years, we were hit 3 times. And one of them was by someone who ran a red light and T-boned my husband. Both cars were totaled, and that was on the border of West Milwaukee and Milwaukee. And it's, we've been rear-ended. My son's car was sideswiped. It's crazy.
Yeah, my husband's was a hit and run.
It's crazy.
In Milwaukee.
So you guys are okay, which is the really good news. But when that impacts your family like that, do you think the issue feels different as a policymaker?
For sure. I will say that I was elected for the first time 2 years ago, and in that first week of being elected, 2 reckless drivers hit Milwaukee County buses. So it was put in my lane right from that first week. And then looking at, the accidents or the reckless driving that impacted us, I was really excited when I thought of let's get car cell phone holders into people's hands so that they can have both hands on the wheel. Their cell phone can be clipped onto the car cell phone holder, still within eye distance. And so I used some of my county funds last year, and the Brewers helped me out, and the Brewers Foundation and the Harley-Davidson Foundation helped me out as well. I bought 750 car cell phone holders and gave them out everywhere, and they were a huge hit. We are not a hands-free cell phone state in Wisconsin, so that's another thing I've been trying to push. I did pass a resolution unanimously on the county board that encourages our state legislature to make us a hands-free state. There's more than 30 states in the United States that are hands-free. So I don't know what the hang-up is, but I think we should have both hands on the wheel. That's the first step to paying attention when you're driving.
And did you have a second idea?
Yes. So last year I was handing out these car cell phone holders, and they're black plastic, and I would have kids come up and think they were toys.
Yeah.
So they wanted to take them, and I'd say, oh no, you got to go get a driver in your family so that they can have it. So this year I added teddy bears that have I Care About Safe Driving shirts on with the Milwaukee County logo.
That's so
I can,
cute.
Because you can never
watch.
Yeah, you
see it.
You can never get to people young enough, I don't think, to encourage safer driving, right? When I was in junior high, that was when the big push was to wear seatbelts. And our teachers in junior high told us, go home and tell your parents they have to wear their seatbelts. Sit in the car, tell them they have to wear their seatbelts. And they would give us answers to arguments that we might hear. And one of them was, well, I can't wear a seatbelt, it'll wrinkle my clothes. And they told us to tell our parents if they said that, well, it won't matter if you're in a casket. So I actually did use that. My mom said this, and I said, well, it won't really matter if you die.
So we drive in the city to go to work. We drive in the city to come in to go out. But you guys live in the city all the time. And I met your son just a few days ago for the first time, and he's a young driver. Does it make you nervous when he's in the car and he's driving around?
Yes. Yeah. He's talking about getting a motorcycle And I said,
Wow.
I don't care how safe you are on a motorcycle. I can't help
Yep.
all of the other drivers out there, and we're just not paying attention. And we're getting federal grants coming in, and we got 25 million I think announced this year. We're applying for more, but the simplest and least expensive way to be better on the roads is just for all the drivers to pay attention. And I like to think when I get in the car, this is my Zen time. I've left. I cannot get to where I'm going any faster or slower so just relax. Where I'm going is not any more important than where you're going. And be courteous and kind. We're Midwest nice, right? Let's make sure that translates behind the wheel.
Someone just texted in, Supervisor, I have 2 ideas. One is to have a separate call line rather than calling 911 for reckless drivers.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and also using dashboard cams that people can have and send an email with video footage of the incident.
Yes, we have some issues with cameras everywhere. We've got some people that don't like having cameras, but I love that idea, and I especially like the phone number, and I'm going to bring that back to the Sheriff's Department and the county executive. We did just pass a resolution last Thursday at the county board that will allow the Sheriff's Department to tow away and impound cars that are involved in reckless driving accidents. So even if they're drivable, if it was found that the driver was reckless, their car is going to get impounded. So it's going to be a financial impact on them and time. Happens on a Friday night or Saturday, you're without your car until Monday. And there are loopholes. Like if your car was stolen, you can prove that it was stolen. You're not going to pay to get your car out, which is important. But honestly, the Kia boys account for probably a very small percentage of reckless driving. It's the rest of us. We're getting lazy.
Milwaukee County Supervisor Sky Capriola is with us. Okay. So I saw pictures of your honor flight. You were on an honor flight on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Tell us about your veteran that you spent the day with on Saturday.
Oh, my goodness. This was so incredible. So my veteran, it was a 72-year-old Vietnam era. Her name is Anne. She was in the Army, and she just moved to Wisconsin over the winter. So she doesn't have a network of people here. I'm not sure exactly how she got hooked up with Honor Flight, but I think it was through the VA in West Milwaukee. And so I was called because I had signed up to be a guardian, and someone called me and said, hey, do you want to take Anne on May 30th? And I said, absolutely. And it was amazing.
How did Anne do? What was do you think the most special part of the day for Anne?
Being a woman veteran, she mentioned quite a lot that they are often very forgotten. There were 8 women on this flight, so it was a really special flight. I've welcomed back 4 flights, and I think there was 1 or 2 women total out of all of that. So having 8 on one flight was really, really great. We got to go to the military women's memorial, and they were handed certificates, and we took pictures. And I think the whole experience was really gratifying and made her feel like, okay, we're not forgotten. And she wants to go out and say, why are there only 8 of us? Let's get some more women veterans out there. So she really wants to ring the bell and get more people on this.
What was your favorite part?
Oh, my goodness. There was just so much. Okay, my favorite part was the Air Force Memorial. I had never even seen pictures of it. It's the last memorial that's been built, but it was like back in 2006 or 2008. I've never seen it. So seeing it in person for the first time ever was special. My dad was Vietnam-era Air Force. He was stationed in Okinawa, and our son is in the Air National Guard with the 128th Refueling Wing, awaiting deployment. So the Air Force has special meaning to me. So that was I was there with Anne, but I had my dad's spirit with me, especially at that memorial.
That is so cool. I'm so glad that you had such a good day, and thank you. It's selfless when you go as a guardian, because you weren't going as a sightseer. You weren't going even as a member of the media. You went to take care of Anne. Mm-hmm. And the Honor Flight people told me that to watch you with Anne melted their heart.
Aww.
It was your servant's heart that came through. So thank you for doing that.
Well, now you're going to make me cry.
Yeah.
Anne was a trooper. She was great. You know, they bring a wheelchair for every single vet, whether they want to use it or not. And she has chronic pain, and she used it a little bit. Sometimes she would push it because it acted like a walker, but a lot of times she was just up and let's go.
Oh, that's amazing stuff. Milwaukee County Supervisor Sky Capriola, thank you so much, and thanks for the fight on the reckless driving, too.
Yes, thanks for having me here.